Hello Taurus, welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica and this is your trick or treat reading for whenever resonates. Well, you got two pop outs. You know what? Actually 3 popped out here, so I'm going to shuffle them back in because that's too many. So anyway, this is your trick or treat reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These cards are really stubborn. I got 3 again. You know what? I'm just going to take them. That's crazy. Okay, so for the first one, surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Excuse me. Okay, you are ready to let love in, stop any patterns, release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Okay, we have creativity, surrender to creativity. So we're surrendering your fear of intimacy, surrendering your fear of creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Okay, and let's get one more here. Okay, surrender obsessive thinking. If you are obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Give it to God, okay? Give it to God. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Isn't that amazing? So I'll put this little guy over here. Okay, amazing. So the tricks are surrender fear of intimacy, surrender creativity, surrender obsessive thinking. And that is the key. The trick is the key to helping you in whatever you are trying to achieve, success or peace. Speaking of success, we have the Sun, the most abundant card. This is about success, health, happiness, balance, health in every way, body, mind, spirit, okay, emotional, every way, health for your friends, family, loved ones, your pets. Just about being happy with what you have, being able to take a break from the daily grind and just enjoy, like the people on this card. There's a specific direction for you. Look at all the sunflowers. There's a specific direction for you right now, Taurus. You're on the right track. And if you feel like you're not, ask yourself, is this obsessive thinking? Is this self-doubt showing up in obsessive thinking? You know what I mean? Am I really on the right track? And I'm just, leaning towards self-sabotage again, or, ask yourself that and return to that feeling of joy and bliss. There's an important communication with another person with the Lover's card. This could be in a love partnership, business partnership, or an important friendship. And see the little kitties down here, they're all happy and content. So if you have an animal family, your emotional peace and calm is their emotional peace and calm, okay? So your emotions affect your pet's health, which is very important to keep in mind. Because I know sometimes, I feel like I could fly off the handle about something, and I realize, wait a minute, my cats are going to pick up on my energy. Do I really need to go that far? Do I really need to blow that out of proportion? So, Taurus, what I'm getting is don't blow something out of proportion that doesn't need to be. And if that little trick works for you, if you have animals and you don't want them to be upset, maybe that will help you too. Ask yourself, wait a minute, is my animal family going to pick up on my crazy energy here and then get upset too? Because it can also affect their physical health just like humans. So if that works for you, if there's something else that works better for you to, stop yourself from unnecessarily getting upset about, an interaction with a partner. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Maybe you're tired and hungry and they say something that gets on your nerves. It doesn't mean, oh no, this person's not for me. I can't live with this person, right? If it's something small, it might mean you're hungry or it might mean you're tired, okay? And vice versa. This other person might be acting cranky and crabby and you're like, God, what a jerk. And then you realize, okay, this poor person has just, worked 7 days in a row. They're allowed. Tell them, what you did hurt my feelings, but just let them slide as long as it wasn't completely disrespectful, if you know what I mean. Let's not make things bigger than they are, because I feel like many of you listening have something good going here. Five of Pentacles, same idea. If you're worried about finances, Taurus, it's not as bad as you think. You might be wanting to get somewhere that you are not. You might be feeling like you lost your chance. You lost your break in life. You were dealt a bad hand. There is help. There is change. There is financial change. There's positive change in your feelings of security. But let's go further. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so this could be about an inner battle. This could be about, you know, a petty argument with other people. So that's validating here. Don't let that petty feeling lead you into an unnecessary argument when you have this beautiful sun and abundance here. Okay, Nine of Wands, like feeling kind of battle worn. And the Magician. So you could be dealing with a Gemini possibly, but not necessarily. You have everything that it takes. I'm going to kind of go backwards here. You have everything that it takes to achieve your financial dreams, even though you might feel shut out in the cold. Like, you know, I'm not welcome here. I'm not welcome in the world of success, right? Well, guess what? You're the Magician, Taurus. You are success. You are the superhero. Okay? And it's time that you realize that. Time to realize that. All right, so let me just make a little bit more room here. There we go. Okay, sometimes I end up backtracking. I'm not really backtracking, I just end up reading from right to left. Okay, so we've got the Lovers and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so you may have had some relationship difficulties or battles or, you know, just petty arguments that are just childish, and we all have been there, okay? So I'm not criticizing anybody. See, because with the Five of Wands here, I'm just going to put that on top for a second. With the Five of Wands, it's just like silly bickering. It gets you nowhere, okay? It's like, are we just, you know, pretending here? Like, why are we fighting? There's nothing to fight about. This is silly. I hope I can remember where I put these cards. Okay, yeah, that one goes there. So back to this. But the Lovers card is the one that's standing out to me the most, because they're holding hands. The cats are curling their tails into a little heart here. There's peace and contentment. So you really are friends and lovers at the same time. You're on the same side. Your union is blessed. If this has to do with another type of connection, like at work, like say a business partnership type thing, there's an important communication that needs to be had here, and you're feeling banged up because you feel like you're not heard. Okay, so let's see, what do we need to do to be heard? Okay, surrender to creativity, surrender your obsessive thinking. Maybe you were heard. Maybe you need to say to this person, hey, listen, I've been trying to talk to you about something, and I know that it's been really busy around here. Do you have time to meet me for lunch today? Maybe we can talk about it then when there's no distractions. So that's a creative way to get out of your obsessive thinking that this person doesn't care about what you have to say. And it could be your love partner. You know, I don't know how else to word that. Like your relationship, your marriage, your spouse, your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever is what I mean. I feel like it's weird to say love partner. I don't know. But yeah, surrender the fear of that. And speaking of surrendering to your creativity, Taurus, there's creative stuff you need to be doing. What are you good at? Like, do you like to do art? Are you a musician, or were you a musician, or do you know how to play an instrument? It might be time to get back to that, because I feel like it will bring you a lot of peace, a lot of focus and peace, and get your mind off of obsessive thinking. See, it'll get your mind off of obsessively thinking about a person or situation. That little thing that really doesn't need to be made into a big thing. It'll bring you clarity. Okay, and help solve a problem. So if you're a creative person, get back to what you like to do. Art, music, acting, singing. Get back to what you love to do. It'll help bring you focus and clarity, and then the solution might just pop up at you. It happens to me sometimes. Like when I'm just more focused on something else rather than what's going on in my head. It could even be vacuuming, something like that. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's the answer to such and such, because I took my mind away from the hamster wheel. Okay, look at this. The Star, the Five of Wands. Did I show you these together? I'm sorry, the Sun and the Five of Wands, the Sun and the Five of Wands. Okay, so let the sun shine brightly over this bickering. Let the positive overcome the negative, okay? These people here too, I'm feeling like this could be in the workplace. So everybody's like in the same boat, but they're frustrated with something. But they think they're on opposite sides, or they're each on a different side. No one is even teaming up with one another against the others. Like they're all their own separate island, not getting along. But there's something that got stirred up in the workplace that's very unsettling. And there's got to be a way to solve this. The sun can shine on this. So let's see what we have. The Emperor is clarifying the Sun and the Five of Wands. Archangel Michael is represented here. And my crazy cat Beau is, I call it the curly shuffle. He's jumping up the wall. He's so funny. And he does this thing where he takes one paw and waves it under the other paw and like kind of brushes it against the rug. It kind of crisscrosses. That's what I call the curly shuffle. So that just distracted me. So maybe some humor is going to get you all at the workplace out of this funk. Okay, for those of you who have some kind of chaos personality conflicts going on at work. Okay, so the Emperor, Archangel Michael, logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role, and structure and discipline is needed here. Okay. Maybe this group of people needs the structure and discipline of planning a movie night and just go. Or maybe it's like a mandatory work meeting where fun is planned out. I know that sounds kind of lame. Like a work picnic, but it's like expected that every employee show up there and people just kind of miraculously get along. You know what I mean? Like one of those things, kind of like it's a situation where unless someone quits or gets fired, you're all going to be together the next day anyway. So maybe we can get everybody together under different circumstances in a different environment without the stress at work. And maybe people will find like some common ground and be like, okay, like we're all on the same side here. How can we make this work? But there needs to be a leader here, Taurus. And a lot of you are that leader. Okay. If you are retired, this might be you, straightening out some kind of family chaos going on. So same idea. Same idea. Maybe it's time to just plan something fun, something that makes people laugh. I'm picturing someone with like a movie projector screen, like in your house, and like, just pulling down the screen and running a movie and just having some fun. Okay. The Lovers and the Nine of Wands is being clarified by release. So this is Archangel Azrael. Endings that lead to new beginnings. So this is equivalent to the Death card in the traditional tarot. The need to release situations or people that hold you back, and spiritual transformation. Okay, so something needs to end to create a new beginning. This could be in your existing relationship. Something needs to end going on in your relationship. It could be petty, unnecessary bickering. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Okay, so for those of you in a committed relationship that you want to stay in, there's a need for this relationship to transform. So the two of you transform together. So I'm seeing this like release. You're at the end of this like battle phase and you're coming to this communication with the Lovers. You're coming back together, finding common ground together. I feel for those of you in the workplace, it's a similar situation. In that situation, there's some direction needed from a particular person, a leader. It could be in Aries, but not necessarily. Five of Pentacles and the Magician is being clarified by another five. Okay, so fives come up together a lot, and it is about change. It's about changing out of a frustrated, stuck spot. Archangel Chamuel is represented here, focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated, forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason, and look for the hidden blessing. So like that's like the trick or treat little theme I have going on here. So the treat or the hidden, I can't say this right, the treats are the hidden blessings. So there are hidden blessings here. There's 2 cups here. We have the 2 lovers on the lovers card, right? So there's a better connection or a better way to communicate with someone important to you. It's time to take your focus off of the past, off of past beliefs that you're always left out, that good things never come to you, or that things are always difficult. Time to let that go and look at what means the most to you right now and how you can build on that, how you can transform that. Yeah, definitely be ready to let love in. Open up that communication, those lines of communication with that special person if you have one. This could just be an important person in your life in general. All right, so let's close this up with the Starlight Tarot. Look, you got the Sun again. The Sun validating the Sun. Rise to the occasion. Yeah, there's some change coming here. It's time to rise to the occasion, and then also hear about this like important communication going on to get out of the petty bickering. Rise to the occasion. Like, okay, well, we're required to go to this work party, so we're going to go. And oh wow, isn't that something? We're getting along here. You may end up talking about work there. That's probably a likely thing to happen. But you may realize when you're out of your work situation, of your work environment, that you all have basically the same feelings about things. And when you go back to work, you're going to be kind of on a level playing field and a level up together. I know that sounds too good to be true, but I really feel like there's some kind of important understanding happening here between a big group of people. Eclipse celebrates cycles. Yeah, so maybe you are moving out of this cycle, and we are in eclipse season. So something's getting stirred up, and the chips are going to fall where they may, and things are going to regroup and restructure. Okay, and we breathe. Inhale stardust. Exhale magic. Don't forget to breathe. Enjoy your life. Take that time to do your creative thing. Okay, answers are going to come your way. That's a trick, right? There's a key. The trick or the key there is do that creative thing, and then the answers will come your way. Wow, Taurus, really deep messages here. Thank you so much for being here, and please check the link below. That is my Patreon page. That's a waiting list, and there are members only readings on there, which I will launch in the next couple of months once I have some more people on my waiting list showing interest. And please do like, share, subscribe, comment below, interact here as much or as little as you want, but it is definitely welcome. I will see you again soon.